Well. Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again, people. Thank you for being here. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all y'all. You guys remember that song by the Brat? For all of y'all, for all of y'all. Hey. Who's that making that funky noise? That's a throwback right there. What was that, 94? Now the Brat, the rapper, if you're familiar with 90s rap or early 2000s, I think that was the last time she had a hit. We're talking like 2000, like the year 2000, I think was the last time she had a hit, somewhere around there. But now, I mean, it's always been suspected that she had a shiny face, like the lower half of her face was glistening. It was always suspected, but now it's been confirmed because the Brat is pregnant. That's right, she's pregnant. Her and her her, her life partner are going to have a baby. Her and another woman. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. So now it's official. The Brat is an alphabet soup group member, and she's impregnated. That poor kid. That poor kid. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, Teron, Isaac. Fucking disgusting. What's going on, everybody? Usual suspects. All my members in the building. Good to see you guys here. Wednesday afternoon. Well, you know what that means. Not only is it hump day, whatever meaning of the word hump you want to use it for, it's the middle of the week. You're almost there. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're getting closer to that carrot that's been dangling in front of you. But also, it means 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Double impact. Myself, Gabe, Shant, we'll be breaking down, or as we do every week, we break down action movies from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And tonight, it is going to be Demolition Man. Yes, Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. I can't wait, man. I'm down for a good Wesley Snipes movie, except Tu Wong Fu. You keep that one. Keep that one. But love the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. So looking forward to that. I'm going to watch it with my son. He's excited. He's like, oh, I get to watch a rated R movie. Because those are few and far between for him. So whenever he gets to watch one, he's very excited. So we'll be checking out Double Impact. We'll be breaking it down. I cannot wait. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So here we go. Let me see if I can get this graphic up here. Okay. Because Gabe made a pretty cool graphic. So let me pull that bad boy up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And of course, one of my favorite scenes in Demolition Man is when Wesley Snipes is he's thawed out and he's looking for some weapons because they're in the future and shit. So he's looking for some weapons so he can do his criminal thing. And he goes into a museum, where they got all these old-fashioned guns and shit. And he goes up to the computer, and the computer's telling him this gun is from the late 20th century and all this shit. And he goes, ching chong, chong chong, ching ching, to the computer. And I love it because damn good and well, if he would have a scene like that in a movie now, Wesley, you would get canceled quicker than a cat can lick his ass. All right, so boom, I'm downloading the image right now. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So open the file. Open file. Let's see. What the fuck? I don't want to do all that. Man. This is really pissing me off. Okay, cool. There we go. We got it. All right, so let me go back to you guys. Boom. Bam. So you can put this as an overlay. Yeah, overlay. You like a good overlay, don't you? Yeah, everybody likes a good overlay. Okay, so I'm putting it in the computer now. Bam. There it is. Demolition Man. Tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Gabe's channel. I will put a link in the on my page under community. So boom, right there. Share, make a post. There it is. Now it's on my page under community. Make sure you're there. There's a lot of people here in the comment section, Tammy and others who are there every week. And man, do we have a good damn time. We have a great time. Sometimes I'm laughing so hard that I got to get up. There's been a few times where I had to cut off the camera and get up and walk around. It was just too damn funny. Bam. I believe, and let me see. I think you're the one, D-Light. Groove is in the heart. Let me see. Nope. Nope. Sorry. Wah, wah, wah. Thought you were the one, D-Light. That's because that's the first one that I saw. But you are not the super chat cherry popper, but that's okay. I'm still going to say what's up to D-Light. And I thank you. Let's see. Two good things. The Kente Cloth and the Kente Cloth Blacklist and Beetlejuice are all gone. Yes. Yeah. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that shit. I cannot wait. Shout out to Mopar Girl. She said, I made it on time. Whoop. Whoopah. Thanks for that, Mopar Girl. And you are the super chat cherry popper. You have broken the financial hymen, and you were surprisingly gentle. Justin Desroches, thank you. Don't say her name 3 times. She might come back. Down with Lightfoot. I won't. I will not. I think how it works, Justin, is if you say it 3 times, she appears. If you say it 4 times, she disappears. So I think that's what the people of Chicago did. Now, let's discuss that real quick. So the thumbnail, of course, one of my favorites. It's the Wicked Witch of the East, right? Dorothy, she comes down, got the tornado. Boom, she lands in Oz, crushes the Wicked Witch of the East. And her saw her feet sticking out. And then Glinda puts the ruby slippers on Dorothy's feet, and they disappear from the witch's feet. Feet curl up. That's it. Cole, what's going on? She says, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're doing well too, Cole. Welcome. So the Wicked Witch of the East is gone. So that's what happened in Chicago. The Wicked Witch of Chicago is gone. But let's address the Democrat elephant in the room, shall we? Who is she being replaced with? Who is replacing Lori Lightweight? Lori Mayor Hairline, Mayor Splinter, Mayor Googly Eyes, the Sloth from Ice Age, and the list goes on. So who'd she get replaced with? It's not like Chicago got rid of Lori Lightfoot. Whew! The clouds will part, the sun will shine down, the homicides will go down, and the guns and all this. No. I don't think that's going to happen, because who did they replace her with? Another Democrat. I mean, damn, Chicago. I mean, yeah, you got her out. She's gone. But who'd you replace her with? Because sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. So we'll get into that. We'll find out who he is. What's it looking like? And I talked about one of the guys, the other guy he lost, so I don't remember his name. Who cares? But the other guy, because she was in 3rd place, and she got mopped by this dude that took over for her. Let me get his name. I don't remember his name. But she got mopped. Like He more than doubled the votes that she got. She got fucked up real bad. Let's see. Let's see if they say the guy's name who she's replaced by. Oh, and then hold on. There's something even better I'm gonna tell you right after this. Hold on, let me find out this dude. Let's see. New Chicago, new America shooting range master. Who's going to be the new range master for America's shooting range? That's what they should call him. Don't call him the mayor anymore. They're range masters. Because if you go to a shooting range, there's someone who's I think, is this just outdoor? Yeah, I believe it's just for outdoor ranges, but there's a range master. That's the guy who's saying, hey, no rapid fire. If you're in California, I only know the rules of commie. I've only lived under the California rules. There's no rapid fire at shooting ranges in California, indoor or outdoor. If you go on BLM land and you're out there in the wilderness, like me and my boy DJ, shout out to DJ. Matter of fact, we were texting back and forth this morning. We're going to hook up and go do another BLM shooting. Take that soundbite. Somebody can get in trouble. What I mean by BLM shooting is the Bureau of Land Management. Public land is what I should call it. So if you're out on public land, you can do whatever you want. But shooting ranges in California, indoor or outdoor, there's no rapid fire. So the range masters are when you hear, no rapid fire, do this or do that. And the closest range to me was one in Laguna Seca. And when it was open, this shit was always fucking closed. But when it was open, the range masters were usually little bitches about it. They're like every little thing. And I get it. They're gun safety and all that, but we're not children. Anyway, instead of the mayor of Chicago, they should be called the range master because it's America's shooting range. So it looks like she lost, but Vallis is the white man who could possibly become range master, and some dude Johnson. So Johnson, he's the black dude who was talking about basically getting the government more involved. You spend all this money on this, Lori. Well, you should have spent it here, and you should have put the money here, and blah, blah, blah. Money's not the problem. Money's not the issue. You have to fix the people before you fix the buildings. You can put a brand new building down there. If you fill it with fucked up people, they're going to destroy it. Anyway, so talk about that, who she's been replaced with. Angel Hughes, what's up? She says, thank you everyone for the support. What happened? What do you need support for? Whatever it is, hope you get through it. There's my support. What do you think of that? Brendan Gerzalak, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for being you. Anyway, I figured your thumbnail would be a picture of Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Photoshop googly eyes. I'm not that good, but I figured the Wicked Witch was a good one. But she is Master Splinter because she had the rattiest city in America every year of her range mastership. But let's talk about this. Miss Pam Hitch. Girl, I thank you. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, Pam. Yeah, Pam. Thank you very much for becoming a member of Green Nation. So you know what it is, cool kids. Pick your trays up, slide down, because there's somebody else at the cool kids table. Thank you very much, miss. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's Master Splinter. She's a Rat King. I'm surprised she wasn't standing at the entrance to Chicago, the Chicago city limits, playing a flute, taking the rats where they need to go. Shit's disgusting. But again, who'd she get replaced with? Nick Panette. Thanks, man. He says, I love my Sweet and Sour Sniffles shirt, but I need another. The letters came off. I was just wearing my Sweet and Sour Sniffles sweatshirt the other day when the news came out that the U.S. Energy Department said, oh, maybe the sweet and sour sniffles came from China. That's why I call it the sweet and sour sniffles, because it came from China, right? And I got a picture. It's the old Chinese takeout box. It says sweet and sour sniffles. I mean, come on. But yeah, if you do need a good boom, look at Tammy A. On it. On it. There you go, sir. You can get another one. And I thank you very much for this, for the support. For the support. Almost lost it. And you know, speaking of support, you guys, when you become members, when you buy my merch, when you send a super chat, you are literally you are literally keeping the lights on. This is what I do for a living. I don't do anything else. It's this. It's research for this. It's reading articles. It's doing shorts. It's doing live streams. It's doing videos. This is what I do. So you guys donating to me or giving to me in whatever way you give, subscribing, watching, all that shit, I appreciate it. Because this is it. A year ago, as a matter of fact, last month, I should have mentioned it, but it was a year that I quit my job and did this full time. And I'm, took away the safety net. So I am walking the tightrope between two skyscrapers with no safety net, thanks to you guys. So the more generous you are, the more you give, you're helping me. This is literally taking care of my family. So I thank you guys. And hard work, working for money, that's not lost on me. So for you to give it to me for what I say here, I appreciate it. Thank you. So all that shit, it's not going to some corporation. It's going to me. It's going to my life, my family, my whatever. So thank you. Appreciate that. Or as the young people say, preach. Arumfe, another one who's always in the chats. Double Impact, when we talk about the action movies. She'll let you know we have a damn good time. Arumfe, thank you for the Hamilton. I'm here to laugh at the Batman villain known as Black Penguin. Well, the Black Penguin is no longer an issue for Gotham because she was removed. The people of Chicago said no more. We can't take any more bullets. We can't take any more sweet and sour sniffles nonsense mandates. And we cannot take you running businesses out of town that create jobs for the Chicagoans. Dummy. Big companies, the big companies that she ran off create a ton of jobs in your city. It's a good thing. Your people want jobs to make money and live in. Never mind. That's no longer her problem. Brian King B. Falcon, thank you, man. He says, glad we can be a part of that. You certainly a part of it. You are the parts of it. You're it. Thank you. Cole. Look at you, young lady. Don't worry. I got your round of applause right here. Thank you very much. Cole. Okay. All right, let me give her credentials. Cole is now a member of Green Nation. Grab your trays, stand up, and move down. Got somebody else at the cool kids table. Thank you, Cole. And since we're speaking of this membership stuff, this Friday, day after mañana, members only live stream. Get your ass in there. Thank you, Cole. Truffles, I thank you for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that very much. But truffles, that's something I can't do. If something's truffle flavored, truffles are gross. Not you. I'm sure you're great. But the truffles themselves, no thank you. I'd rather eat cat shit with a knitting needle. What movie is that from? Nick Panette. Look at you, man. Look at you. Thank you. Thank you. That's all for you, Nick. Not for me. That was for you. Trays up. Move it down. Another person at the cool kids table. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Okay, boom. Here we go. Welcome you all. Welcome. Oh, and don't forget, another way that you can support Boom, mygreengear.com. This is a picture that one of the guys I do Double Impact with drew. And people are like, man, you need to put that on some merch. Blam, there you go. Because the OJs told me, you got to give the people what they want. That's what I'm trying to do. Also, you might notice something different. So I just took my lead from the mainstream mediocres and from corporate America. Okay, that's where I took my lead from. That's why you see the background is different. It's March 1st. It's no longer February. It's no longer Black History Month. Ew, put that shit away. To the mainstream mediocres and to those empty suit politicians and to corporate America, woke corporate America, Black History Month is like Christmas decorations. December 1st, they go up, or maybe even a little bit before that. The decorations go up the beginning of December, and around January 1st, they pull that shit down. They put it in the tote. They put it in the box that has a bunch of duct tape on it holding it together, and they put that shit away until next year. They're not going to mention it. They're not going to care about it. You're not going to see no Pan-African colored shit. You're not going to see no kente cloth shit. You're not going to see Bidenus pervertus, our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. China, China. You're not going to see him hosting any Black movies at the White House. They're done with it. The next time they have anything to do with Black history, they're going to grab that box and go, because it's dust. It's been on the shelf for a year. It's got cobwebs and probably a couple dead bugs on top of it. That shit is a tool, and we only bring it out when we need it. We don't need it every year. All year? No. February. You got from the 1st to the 28th, bitch. And I don't want to hear nothing about it other than that. Scott Calais, thank you for the Hamilton. And for those of you who are new here and don't know why I call a $10 donation a Hamilton, because that's the president who's on the $10 bill. Scott, thank you, man. Also a member. Thank you for your style and vibe. Ooh, you're damn right, Scott. I'm here to get that vibe every day. Though you would never ask for it, I would give my last 10, brother, just for the words you speak, giving you your flowers. Thank you, man. And that's another thing. Let me tell you, ladies, let me tell you something. Men, we have this thing called pride. Pride can be a good thing. Pride can be a bad thing. Sometimes pride will keep you from doing something that you should do, like help, asking for help. And oftentimes, if you surround yourself with good people, when they find out you need help and you tell them, yeah, you know, I should, I've been dealing with it for a while. And then they're mad. Well, why didn't you tell me before? Why didn't you tell me you needed help? Because it's hard to ask. It's hard for a man to come to somebody or come to somebody's hat in hand asking for help. It's just hard to do. It's hardwired in us. You know, when you get a new cell phone, there's some apps that are already on that phone. They just come with it. We're hardwired that way. So sometimes it's hard for men to ask for help. Sometimes it just is. And asking you guys to donate, it's a viewer funded platform. That shit's hard to do. But maybe that's something I need to work on. Maybe I need to not be so prideful. We'll see. But it's not about me. Who's it about? I'll tell you, damn it. It's about Eli Efforts right now. Give it up. I know. Thank you, Eli. Eli Efforts, a new member of Green Nation. Trays up. Move it down. Another person at the cool kids table. Speaking of Eli, a few weeks ago, we wrapped up, I think it was Denzel-uary. All January, we did Denzel movies on Double Impact. And I think the last one was Man on Fire. But before that, we did Book of Eli. Great movie. Great movie. It's a Hollywood movie with a good moral story. I know. Hollywood, morals, they don't go together. Latvarian one. Thank you. Oh, hold on. You know how these comments go? You guys are so damn active. They jump on me when I'm trying to read them. Hey, Jericho, have you seen the latest woke Disney trailer, Peter Pan and Wendy? I did. I even have it. If you look in the description of the live stream, you'll see where it says Blinkerbell. That's because they took Tinkerbell and made her black. So now she's the black Tinkerbell. She's Blinkerbell. And this is supposed to be some kind of gift? Is this how you uplift black folks? You take a character that's existed for 50, 75 years and change the color? Fuck out of here. So now, dadgum evil white characters, you must be taken out. We're going to make everybody colored. So let's see. Tinkerbell. I think that's two names. I think Bell is her last name. Tinkerbell. Images. What you going to get? Okay. Yeah. I remember her. You guys remember her? Hold on a second. I know you guys remember this one. I hope you remember it. If you don't worry. They're hoping to wipe your memory clean of her. They're going to scrub the history books. Here we go. Bam. You guys remember her, don't you? Remember Tinkerbell? The little fairy, and it never even occurred to you white or whatever. It's just a little fairy who was running with Peter Pan and his boys, and she had a thing for Peter Pan. But of course, he couldn't reciprocate her love because she's too damn tiny. How's he supposed to blow that little tiny back out, Tinkerbell? You got to think about it, girl. So this is the new Tinkerbell. Or I'm sorry, the old Tinkerbell, okay? The one that we all grew up knowing. We grew up enjoying the cartoons and the movie and the TV. Even in the movie, it was played by who? Julia Roberts. She's a white woman, probably because it was a white character. Brian King be fucking. Tinkerbell must got a BBL if she's black. I don't know. Let's see. Why don't we see together this new Tinkerbell? Oh, God. So again, not creating a new character, not using creativity, not thinking, coming up with something new that you can make whatever you want. You can make her a black Ku Klux trans member, midget in a wheelchair fairy if you want to. But no, that would require creativity. That would require doing something original, and they're not going to do that. They're lazy. So they're going to take something that already exists. They're going to remix. They're going to chop and screw it. And then they're going to put that out there. And then this is supposed to be some kind of advancement. Like this is winning. Hashtag winning. This is supposed to be something. This is supposed to mean something to us, black folks. We made it. Look, Mom, I'm going to call my mom after the show. Mom! Through snot bubbles and everything. Mom, we made it. Tinkerbell's black now. Fuck out of here. Look at this. So now Tinkerbell is black. You feel that, black folks? Hold on. White folks, leave the room for a minute. I'm talking to black people. You feel that? It's almost like when you're walking home from school and you got a heavy ass backpack and you get home and you take that shit off. You feel that, black folks? That's advancement. We just took a step. We have a little less racism. You feel that? You feel a little bit lighter, a little more pep in your step. That's because they made a fictional cartoon character black. So what? Man, I bet black folks, dead black folks from way back in the day, you know, the 50s, 40s, 60s, 30s, 20s, all the way back. I bet they are just rolling in their graves. They're rolling around like a dog does when you give them a bath and you let them outside. What do? They go rolling around in the dirt. So I bet those dead black folks are rolling in their graves because now in 2023, this is history. This is important. You took a character that exists, you made her a different color. We're doing it. Take that, systemic racism. That's one big chop at the systemic racism tree. It will fall someday. If they make enough cartoon characters black, the tree of systemic racism will crash below in the forest of oppression. Miles Mathis, huh, huh. Love that profile pic. Thank you. Finally caught another live stream. You rock, man. Thank you. I'm nothing without you, Miles. This is progress. This is progress. Desiree says Snow White's going to be Mexican. I would love that. Hey, come here, you seven fuckers. Oh, that reminds me of a story. I'm trying to tell you a story. Speaking of the whole taking something heavy, like a heavy backpack off, I've told this before, but it's so hilarious. Every time something reminds me of it, I tell it. So I was working at Trader Joe's a few years back, and we'd have a problem. Anybody who's worked at a grocery store, any kind of store that has shopping carts, homeless people take the shopping carts. So I was thinking one time, I was like, why is it such a big deal for us to get the carts back from them? Then you look up the price. The shopping carts, the ones we got, which were smaller ones, were $300 to $400 a piece. So it's not like they just come free from a shopping cart factory. They're almost $400 a piece. So we got to go get that shit, right? So I'm collecting the carts and I see this homeless dude over there, and he got this big ass like hiking backpack, the one that sticks like 3 feet over your head. Not a very big dude, and that shit was heavy. And I'm walking toward him, right? And I know what he's going to do, but maybe it was the asshole in me. Maybe it was the Jericho in me that was sick and fucking tired of dealing with you homeless people taking our shit. I don't know what it was, but I knew what he was going to do, and I let him do it anyway. So he walks up to one of the carts, and he's taking this backpack off. Oh, he sits it inside the cart, and he just goes, oh, like this, just stretching his back out. I could see right here where the straps left an indentation in the sweatshirt he was wearing. But did I give a fuck? No. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of coming out here, cleaning up your trash, dealing with you harassing customers, pissing and shitting behind the store. I'm done. So as soon as he took that pack off and put it in the cart, I said, hey, man, I'm going to need that shopping cart. He grabbed that shit, put it right back on, and started walking down the street. People, you got to take your victories where you can. That shit was so funny. He had just taken it off. I said, put that shit right back on, player. Oh, that was fun. Joe Mello, another regular in the comment section for Double Impact. Thank you, man. I hope to see you there tonight. Hey, JG in chat. Jericho, I'm still having issues becoming a member. Any idea how? Thank you, sir. There's only two things I can tell you, Joe Mello. It's by the super chat button, if you try to do it that way. And if you go to my page up top, it says videos, lives, about, and all that shit. It should say membership. So those are the only two ways I know to do it. So says those in the chat who have become members. So I would say try that, Joe Mello. I wish I could be more help. I failed you. But that shit was hella funny. I was like, I knew what he was going to do, but I'm like, fuck it, man. You guys are always doing shit to us, so I'm going to do something to you. Kelly Smith with the Twompski. The Twomp. Thank you very much, Kelly. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got una más persona. Where are you at? Or maybe it's down here. Because I see we have a new member, guys. And you know how I love a new member. Where is it? There it is. My man. Leonard, I thank you, man. Leonard S. Boom. New member. Give it up. Give it to him. Yes. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate that, man. You're another regular in here. I see all the time. Thank you for your support. Trays up. Scoot it down. Another cool kid. I appreciate it. Am I a dick for doing that to the homeless dude? I don't know. I thought that shit was hilarious. And if you had dealt with what we dealt with, and people in here, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I hate that when people act like homeless people are the ones that you see in the old cartoons where they just got a stick and a little knapsack and they're just sleeping in a train car waiting to get to the next town. No, these motherfuckers are under the influence and or crazy. They're violent, they're disrespectful, and they smell like a sack full of hot assholes. I shouldn't have to deal with that. I shouldn't smell you before I see you. Is that too much to ask? Bam Bam Bigelow says, sorry, ladies, but women are behind Tinkerbell. And there will be the woke dummies. There will be the jackasses who can't wait to feed at this fucking trough of bullshit. Unfortunately, they'll always be around. That's the dumbest shit. Ladies, you want not only black folks, but black women. You made it. Take a bow. You're a fairy now. You're a cartoon fairy now. Take a bow. This Hex, thank you for the Twompsky. Too long since I caught a JG stream. Hey, this Hex, don't worry about that. That's water under the bridge. The important thing is you're here now. Welcome. Come on in. Have a seat. Les is not me. And just like there will be the woke idiots, there will be those who are not woke, but awake and who aren't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Why did you do that? Why? Spike and Madness, exactly. Blackface the fairy. That's all you did. Justin Trudeau is up in Canada right now looking down going, good job blackfacing it. Because he knows a thing or two about blackface. He has some Al Jolson in his blood. That's something now? That's history? Oh, man, where'd I hear that shit? I was watching a reel or something the other day, and they said, it was in a newspaper somewhere. It had a picture of the article. It said that a woman, for the first time in history, a woman sounds an alarm, like warning of a storm or something. What? That's history? Something that a fifth grader could do? Hey, everybody, a storm's coming. Get out of here. That's history that for the first time, who's even keeping track of this insignificant nonsense? But for the first time in history, a woman sounded the alarm for a storm or something. All right. What do you think of that? Sacagawea? Hey, Susan B. Anthony, sit your punk ass down. You've been surpassed. Fuck, man. Impressed by unimpressive shit. Ivan Adams, thank you, man. Appreciate that. That's a thing now? So go back to 1800 and tell that woman who's squatting in a river, washing her family's clothes on a rock, constantly looking over her shoulder for engines, that she ain't shit. There's some lady 200 some years in the future who is going to sound an alarm. Take that. Take that, lady. Take that. You ain't shit. Yeah, I see you ducking behind that flipped over wagon, shooting at the Indians trying to save your life, but you ain't shit. Because 200 years in the future, there's a lady who's going to ring a bell for the first time. You suck, frontier woman. You suck. You suck, American family of whatever color you want them to be, making your way out west, fighting the elements. You ain't shit. Because 200 years in the future, some lady's going to get on a microphone. Bruh, I don't like their version of the world. Their version of the world is stupid. So, Lori Lightfoot, she's out of here. Good. Who'd she get replaced by? Greta got again. You know, the angry little Swedish troll. How dare you? How dare you? She is taken into custody by Norwegian authorities for protesting something stupid. And, Bryan Cranston, Breaking Bitch. The guy from Breaking Bad. He's got it all figured out. He's going to tell us what the dog whistles are. That Make America Great Again is a dog whistle to white people, to white folks, hearkening back to a time where it was bad for black folks and it was good for white people, whatever the fuck that means. And I want to announce Tuesdays. Normally I'm here on Tuesdays. I'm Jericho Green at locals.com on Monday, Major Monday. But now on Tuesday, I will be going live on Rumble. I have almost just under 7,000 followers over there. So I think it's about time I start doing some live shit. on Rumble. So Mondays, Jericho Green at locals.com. Tuesday will be on Rumble, going live on there. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be right here. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be right here. But first Friday of the month, members only. Well, don't worry. I'll remind you of all this. But I'm just trying to expand. I'm trying to get on as many platforms as I can. I'm trying to rake in that dough. So I have a goal. I have a monthly income goal in mind. So I need to achieve it. You can't see it, but I have a piece of paper up here and it lists all the things I need to do every day. It's listing what I need to do to achieve that. So R. Kelly, he didn't teach us much. He taught us how to pee on young people. And he also taught me, if I can see it, then I can do it. So that's what I'm going to try to do with your help. So that's where I'll be. Monday, JerichoGreenLocals.com or JerichoGreen@locals.com. Tuesday, Rumble. Rest of the week right here. And I don't do Sundays. Scott Calais, Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's one of my favorite movies as a kid. I used to watch that shit all the time. And then when Turbo fell down the stairs because he took the construction worker's lunch and he fell down the stairs, I almost came to tears. Turbo got fucked up. But then as an adult, I watched it and I'm like, oh shit, this is horrible. It cost $42 to make this movie. And obviously that's not Turbo falling down the stairs. It's a stunt man wearing his clothes. But my son loves it. Dad, let's watch the breakdance movie. And it's funny because as a kid, I couldn't wait to watch it. I watched it all the time. And then now I'm like, oh, this fucking movie again. Snowman, what's your Rumble name? What's your Rumble, Jericho? Hold on. I should probably know that, huh? Might want to have that top of mind. Is that what they say? It's Jericho Green. Yeah, but no space. Capital Jericho, capital Green. That's where that be me. Oh, here's another funny story about my son from earlier today. So in our house, I am the best cook. I'm not saying my wife's not a good cook. I'm just saying I'm the best cook in our house. So my son likes my pancake batter, and that's what he has every morning for the past, I don't even know, like 3-4 months. He's just on a kick. He has pancakes, turkey bacon, and fruit. That's what he wants for breakfast. The fruit may vary. Could be a cutie, might be an apple, mango, strawberries, blackberries, a mixture of all three. Sometimes I'll hit him with the fruit salad. You never know, but that's what he likes to eat every morning for the past 3 or 4 months. But he likes my pancake batter better. So I made some pancake batter and I put it in a container. And my wife, she hates the fact that he won't eat her pancake batter. So just to be a dick, I put it in a Tupperware container, and then I was going to write on the Tupperware container, Daddy's batter. But then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Daddy's batter? No, that's not good. So what I wrote on there instead was, Daddy made this batter. So my wife opens the fridge tomorrow, she will get a little bit upset at me. That's what I do. You got to keep your woman on edge. You got to keep her a little bit upset sometimes. So yeah, she's not going to like that. But I was like, I can't write daddy batter on there. That's no good. That's fucking disgusting. Right, Wheezy? That's what I'm saying. But I caught myself. As soon as I said it in my mind, I was like, oh, no. Can't do that. Can't do that. Nikola Tesla says Electric Boogaloo was the exact opposite from the beginning of Colors. Man, I haven't seen Colors in forever with Sean Penn and Robert Duvall. Yeah, and a young Damon Wayans. But I haven't seen that in a long time, but I'm sure it is completely different than Colors, because Colors was not a happy-go-lucky breakdance movie about some young people saving a community center. That's for sure. It was not like that. And not to mention that song by Ice-T. Oh, that song was fire. Colors and New Jack Hustler that he did for New Jack City. I don't know. Between those two songs, I go with New Jack Hustler. He said, my heart pumps nitro. Oh. He said, if you don't like my lifestyle, fuck you. I'm rolling with the New Jack crew. Yeah, New Jack Hustler. That was one of my favorites. Ice-T, though, he was shit in that movie. He sucked in New Jack City. Why did they pick Ice-T to play that role? Get him for the soundtrack for sure. Definitely. He killed that song. You don't know me, fool. I don't need your persistence. I don't need your persistence or your... Can't remember the lyrics to it. But great song, terrible actor. Not sure why you put him in there. Did you get some kind of deal? Did he say, I'll give you a deal on me doing the song if you put me in the movie? I don't know. But that shit was awful. He was terrible in that movie. And so was Chris Rock. Wesley Snipes saved it. It should be calling me man. And why was it a good idea? You got a 3-week training montage with Chris Rock, who was a full-blown crackhead, and then you put him back in the crack house to work undercover. How did you think that was going to go? How do you think that was going to go, Ice-T? Probably not good. Can't take a crackhead out of a crack house for 3 weeks and put him back in there and be like, don't touch anything. Man, that was a good song. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to listen to that song after now, too. Put that on the playlist. I'm rolling with the New Jack crew. Ice-T. Ice-T. He almost has like a list almost. Ice-T, you know what I'm saying? SVU, Ice-T. And he's not even good on that show. He's been on there for like 20 years. He's not even good on that show. Whatever. I got love for Ice-T. I'm not hating on him. Yeah. Ice-T. Emerson Bolin, thank you for the Twomskeether. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's right. DMW 24/7 TV. You be calling me, man. Calling me. And you put him back in the crack house and you're surprised when he starts smoking crack again? Come on. Arun Face says he's tolerable on SVU. Okay. A motherfucker get beat down out my face. My heart pumps nitro. Hold on a second. Man, I'll find it later. So, here we go. Let's get in that ass like a bike with no seat, huh? Oh, man. Lori. She's gone. Bye. So, here's the other thing. And this is great. Because she couldn't just take her loss like a man. But Jericho, she's a woman. Well, she acts like a man. She dresses like one. She wears suits. She has short hair, a fucked up hairline. She looks like a man. He look, tell you everything. She look like a man. Okay. So she couldn't just take her loss like a man, ride off into the sunset with her life partner and their shiny lower faces. Couldn't do that. Hold on. Let me find it. I got it. Nope, not that. There we go. Here it is. Bam. As of 9 hours ago. Okay, so this is hot off the press. Okay. Chicago Rangemaster. I'm sorry. That's not what it says. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot blames election loss on her performance. Of course not. That's called personal responsibility. She will have none of that. She blames it on racism and her gender. You fucking arrogant little bastard. You narcissistic troll. It's not because of her poor performance. It's not because of the body stacking up. It's because of racism and her gender. Duh. It's not her fault. She went in there and did everything she could. She did not turn her back on the police department. She did not have to put a curfew on the city for people under 16 because of the violence and the carjackings. She didn't come to the aid of a 13-year-old kid with the nickname Little Diablo when he pulled a gun on the police and they shot him at 2:00 in the morning. She didn't come to his aid. She didn't admonish the police over that. She did everything she could. She did her best. She ran as fast as her little tiny legs would take her, and she did as much of the heavy lifting as her little tiny raccoon-like hands would allow. It's not her fault. It's because of racism. What does she have to say? She said, "I'm a black woman in America." Of course, she replied when asked by a reporter if she had been treated unfairly. But she called being the mayor the honor of a lifetime. Regardless of tonight's outcome, we fought the right fights and we put this city on a better path. Can you fucking believe that? Can you believe she said that? Look at Chicago. There's a reason I call it America's shooting range. The nerve. She did everything right. Wow. She said, "I am a black woman. Let's not forget." Lightfoot, 60. She's 60? I don't ever want to hear black don't crack. Her face is shattered. She told the New Yorker in a piece that ran Saturday, "Certain folks, frankly, don't support us in leadership roles." Are you fucking kidding me? So when they put Barack, I can't even look at the camera when I say his name. He's the exalted one. In case he's watching, I don't want to look him directly in the eye. Okay, so I'm going to look over here. You mean to tell me they put Barack, the exalted one, Hussein Obama, in the White House? Not once. It was so nice, they had to do it twice. They put him in the White House twice, but they don't like to see us in leadership roles. Okay. You ever heard of Ben Carson, Condoleezza Rice? What's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Damn it. Colin Powell. I think they're higher on the food chain than you, Lori. You want the laundry list of other black mayors and Democrat-run shitholes just like yours? And you're saying they don't like to see, frankly, quote, certain folks, frankly, don't support us in leadership roles. You mean tiny little unqualified clam eaters? None of us support you in leadership roles because you're unqualified. You're an idiot. That's why they don't support you. It don't got a damn thing to do with the color of your skin. Now is the time to get put in a position just because of the color of your skin. It's just that when you got there, you fucked up. It's just that when you got there, the people of your city kept dying. And then mixed with all that violence, you lock everybody down and put all these draconian requirements and mandates on everybody. You fucked up, Lori. You dropped the ball. You failed Chicago. But it's not your fault. Racist. Got it. Let's see. Homicides, mostly from gun violence. You know how they like to do the gun violence. You put the gun with violence. That means the gun is the source of the violence. No personal responsibility. Personal responsibility is salt water on those aliens from Alien Nation. Remember that TV show? Salt water to them was like hydrochloric acid. That's what personal responsibility is to these woke fucks. It burns them. They can't have it. Gun violence. Okay. It spiked dramatically in 2020 and 2021 from 500 murders. How many days in a year? 300, 500 murders in 2019 to 776 and 804 in the next 2 years. So murders trending up in Chicago. Not her fault. Not her fault. She neutered the police department and turned her back on them. Not her fault. Violent crime in the city spiked by 40% since she promised during her inaugural address to end the epidemic of gun violence that devastates families and shatters communities, holds children hostage to fear in their own homes. That got worse under you. It didn't get better. It got worse. Even if it came down a few points, you might still be in office. If people could see it got better. You didn't totally change it and turn off the faucet of violence, but it got better. No, it got worse. Shit got worse under you because you are fucking useless. But apparently Chicago didn't learn their lesson fully because they put another Democrat. Well, they will. They're going to a runoff. Johnson and the other guys, Fallis or whatever. He has some weird name. Vallis. They're going to a runoff. So it's pretty close between them. It was not close between them and Lori. She got the shit kicked out of her. So not only did Chicago not want you, they wanted you to be grabbed by the scruff of your neck and the seat of your pants and thrown out into that brown, slushy, half-melted snow that's near the storm drain. You know, the shit that gets pushed to the side of the street when the snowplow comes through. They wanted you thrown on your face into a pile of that. They wanted you to know that they fucking hate you, Lori. And why not? You hated them. Well, how do you know she hated them, Jericho? By the way she ran that city. You must hate those people. You have to hate somebody that you treat like that. That can't be love, is it? That's not love. That's some fucked up love. If it is, damn. Damn, that's love? Shit, Chicago? That's all bad. Racism. Okay, Lori. No surprise. Did you expect her to get out there and go, I take responsibility, I ruin the city, blah, blah, blah? Yes, that's her voice. No, of course not. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Here we go. Yes. Monica Foster. Come on down. Thank you so much, Monica, for becoming another member of Green Nation. Tray is up. Scoot it down. Come on over, cool kid. Thank you very much, Monica. I appreciate that. Appreciate you so much right now. Like I'm appreciating you so hard. Emerson Bolin again. Thank you, man. Another Twomsky says, Jericho, keep up the good work. I promise, man. As long as you guys are here to hear me, I'll be here to talk. Monica Foster, look at you again. Coming in strong as a member. Thank you, Monica. Appreciate that. But I don't think you're alone, Monica. I think somebody else is joining the ranks of Green Nation with you. We'll get to it. Z, thank you. Juicy Smollett still loves her. He does. He's like, hey, Lori, you and that DA kept my ass out of jail. Even though it sounded good because jail's full of dudes, he didn't want to go. And they made sure that he did it. She made sure that everyone believed that this was the worst racial incident perpetrated on a blah, blah, blah. Shut up. It's MAGA country. Man, how many of you heard that story for the first time and were like, bullshit? Stop. But not the city of Chicago. They broke their neck to make sure that they perpetrated that shit as a hate crime. Assholes. Boom. Here we go. Bam. Who's this? Huh? Who's this? Halfpenny Link. That's who it is. Yes. Cheer. Thank you, Halfpenny Link, for becoming a member of Green Nation. Trays up. Scoot it down. Another cool kid at the cool kids table. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Bam. Emerson Bolin, not done again, making it rain with those 20s. Thank you. U.S. Army Special Forces Sergeant Major, retired here in Illinois and living in Crooker Cook County. Uh-oh, does that mean Cook County has a history of being crooked as a question mark? Probably, but you got your head on straight. You're here, so I know you're smart. And thank you for your service, man. Appreciate that. Keeping us safe at night, creating a safe environment for us to argue about stupid shit like, yeah, men can breastfeed. Ridiculous. Lord Bibby 42, thank you for the Hamilton, man. Some weekly reparations to the big man. Thank you. I need my reparations, right? You owe me. You owe me for some shit that I was never experiencing. Wheezy, fish-eyed heathen fool. Watch it, sucker. I seen better faces on a can of Alpo, you big dummy. Yeah, you're damn right, Angel Hughes. We are growing. We are growing. Like LL Cool J said, we're growing and glowing like a forest blaze. You like Michael Jackson? We like Cool J. Because it ain't the glory days of Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a virgin, so I know I'll make Madonna scream. Hated Michael and Prince all the way ever since. The beats were made of meat. They would have to be mints. Heather, she says, I needed you today. Hey, I'm here. Come on in, guys. Come on in here. Lay down on the couch and tell Uncle Jericho what the problem is. We'll work it out. Thank you guys for being here. Old Sweet Dick Malone says Neverland Ranch was the shit. It depends. It depends on what capacity you were at Neverland Ranch. Heidi Booth, damn JG, we're going to make you bigger than sleazy pimp daddy JoJo. Wait a minute. Heidi Booth, why would you call Joe Biden a pimp? That doesn't make any sense. It's almost like he only comes out every 4 years to pimp his bitches. That's right, ho. I better see you at that ballot box checking me in the D. The box that says Joe and the big D next to it. I better see that check mark, ho. And don't worry, bitch. I will disappear quick as a hiccup for the next 4 years. Yeah, bitch. You better vote up or blow up. I don't know where you got that, Heidi, calling that man a pimp, but you need to stop. You need to stop that play behavior right now. I will not have you disparaging the good name of that. I can't even say the straight face. I can't. What a piece of shit. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pictures of feces on here. You guys didn't come here for that. You guys didn't come here to see feces, did you? Boom. So racism, sexism, that's what took her out of office, not the dead bodies and the corruption. Don't be assholes, okay? Now, Breaking Bitch. Bryan Cranston, the star of Breaking Bad, and I've actually never seen the movie or the TV show. I've never seen the TV show, and now I never will. Stupid Bryan Cranston. Now I can't. So let's see. Man, hold up. There's this dude I follow on Instagram, and he got he put the video up there. There it is. Boom. He does great memes, and he does them quick. Like as soon as you hear about something happening in the news or something, that dude's right there with a good one. So I'll show you in just a second. Man, J954. He says, at Rome 13. First of all, thank you. At Rome 13, I know you're eating chimichangas and drinking horchata and watching Blood In, Blood Out all day, but get your ass over to Major Mondays. Okay. That's something between J954 and at Rome 13. I hope it's playful banter, but I thank you. And I mean, really, let's get all of our asses over to Major Monday at Jericho Green at Locals, JerichoGreen@locals.com. It's an app free. Just, sign up or create it, whatever. Look up my name. I'll pop right up. Nothing crazy. But so this, and it's called at Dumbass Photoshop, but he does some funny shit. Like this one right here. I love this one. That's Lori. She's gone. She's disappearing. You're getting sucked into another dimension, you monster. And crying Cranston. But on the next page is the foolery. Hold up. There we go. Right there.
Do you accept that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? And most people, a lot of people go,
what? Accept what? He's talking about make America great again. He said, can you accept that could be a racist remark? How? You're not saying it to a specific race of people. It's not a put down. You're not degrading them. It's not an insult. It's what we all want. Even though you dummies don't want it, rising tide lifts all boats. So we're going to drag you fucking idiots up here with us. Because unfortunately, you're inside of our borders. But this is what we all want. We all want America to be great. And it's the willful ignorance. You know exactly what Trump fucking meant when he said that. You know exactly what he meant. He meant a return to how things were before you leftist woke turds vomited your shit all over us and changed our lives. That's what he means by making America great for everybody. But no, the leftists, it's a dog whistle. He's racist.
How could that be racist? Make America great again?
Exactly, dummy.
So just ask yourself from an African-American experience.
Experience. I hate when they say that African-American experience or the Black experience. It makes me think of like you go somewhere and you're walking through a room and it's like it's almost like saying the Black experience is like some, what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you go to the aquarium or something and you go to a certain exhibit and it's the octopus experience, and you walk through this room and the ceiling is a fish tank and there's all this stuff around you, and the octopus has 8 legs and it's able to squirt ink and like, is that what you mean by an African-American experience? Is this something you walk through and like, oh man, you come out the other side, man, the African-American experience was pretty cool. What do you mean, the African-American experience? And drop that African-American bullshit. I don't know a damn thing about my ancestors or family members in Africa, and they don't know a damn thing about me. And guess what? I'm okay with it. I'm not an African-American. I'm an American with dark skin. That's what I am. I have no connection to Africa. I don't give a fuck about Africa. If you want to get down to it, they're the motherfuckers that sold us to the Americans. And you know what? Thanks. Because if you didn't do that, I would have been born in Africa. Fuck that. And all these pro-Black woke motherfuckers talking about Africa, this, and take your punk ass, take your record label, take your studio, fucking Tyler Perry, take your studio out of Atlanta and put it in Uganda. Why don't you do that? I don't give a fuck about Africa. I wasn't born there. I'm not African-American. I'm American. That's some shit that those race pimps came up with. I don't think so. I'm an American. Not this African-American experience. It's not a fucking exhibit at Disneyland. Ooh, mom, after we go on Magic Mountain, I want to go through the African American experience. The fuck is that?
When was it ever great in America for the African American? When was it great?
Ooh, I'll tell you, you punk bitch. It was great for us a long time ago. It was great for us when 80% of us came from two-parent homes and we owned our own home and we owned our own businesses. That's when it was great. Not whatever you need to espouse to make your leftist ass fall asleep at night. Ooh, I went on a TV show and I talked good about the colors. Good night. Fuck you. Don't tell me my life sucks. Don't tell me I have a different experience than you. Don't tell me this isn't the same America for you as it is for me. Don't tell me that's not true. I can do everything you can do. I can go where I want. I can do what I want. I can buy what I want. I can marry who I want. Don't tell me my experience is different. That's bullshit. That's to make you feel better. And like, oh, no, I bet you if you asked them, oh, no, I did that so I could speak out for black people so I can make them feel better. That's making you feel better. That's making you feel better at night when you lay in bed and stroke your little leftist pink weenie, your little pink lipstick like a dog, and you fall asleep in that. That's to make your punk ass feel better. I feel fine. I love this country. I joined the military and sacrificed my life for this country. I went to parts of the world where they paid me extra money to be there because it was so fucking dangerous. So don't tell me I have a different experience, bitch.
So if you're making it great again, it's not including them. So it's to teach us in the woke world to open up and accept the possibilities that our privilege has created blind spots for us. And
blind spots. So now it's just like driving. You know, you just look in your rearview mirror and get over. You got to look in your blind spot. You got to turn your head. It's just a blind spot.
Maybe I haven't seen what is really happening yet in all my years. The
What? Maybe I haven't seen what's happening in all my years. If something is happening and you haven't seen it yet, you're fucking 60-something. You're an idiot. You're a fucking dumbass. What's there to see? Make America great again. I don't see the problem. Please do it. Make it great again. What are you talking about? And that goes for everybody. That goes for everybody because there's a whole bunch of different races in this country. You got black folks, we're at 75+% single parent homes. Mexican folks are over 50%. White folks are coming in on 30%. It's bad for all of us. We all need America to be great again. We all need our families fixed. We all need a nuclear family repaired. Everybody. Bullshit, the African American experience. Welcome to the African American experience. What is that? What is it, Brian? What is it? What does that mean? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You guilt-ridden white liberal, what are you going to do? You've addressed the problem. You've seen what's happening, whatever that is. You've seen it. You know what make America great again means, right? So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do, Brian? You're going to get out there and with some paint and go paint over the graffiti in the hood? You're going to plant some plants in front of the community center? What the fuck you going to do? Nothing. Go into your circle of sick Hollywood fuckers? And before they bring out the goat's blood and the underage Chinese children for you to enjoy, you're going to go, hey guys, guess what I did? I went on a talk show and I talked about make America great again. How fucked up that is for black people. I know. And I totally brought attention to it. Ew, get away from me, nigger. But I totally brought attention to it. Oh, I'm so virtuous. You are, Brian. You're great. I know. Now, on with the goat blood and the Chinese kids. Fucking punk. Get out of here. Lord BB42, thank you again for the Hamilton. Jericho can do whatever he wants, including taking the white man's money. You're on fire today. Thank you for your service. My pleasure. Women pay me to give them pleasure. Come on, man. Look at all these white people I got in here. How racist is this country when white people give me money? Give me their hard-earned money. Tell me. This is racist America? I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. These fucking people are stupid. Well, when was it great for African Americans? Since we got here, fool. What do you mean? Do you think you'd rather be in Africa? But again, black people, when they came here, they took them right from the slave ships and put them in the cotton fields and put them in the tobacco fields. And that's all they were. That's it. They played no other part in building this country, just in the fields. White people did everything else. It's been good for black folks for a long fucking time. Get it right. That's right, Lorianne. There's your anger blood for the day. Fucking asshole. And the saddest part of it all is there are tons, millions of mouth-breathing dumbasses. If you took one of their brain cells, matter of fact, two, if you took two of their brain cells, you couldn't power a fucking easy bake oven. Couldn't do it. Because these people are so stupid and they're going to hear that. It comes from somebody famous. It comes from somebody I've seen on TV. So it must be true. You poor black people. And then if a black person says what I say, that man, that's a bunch of bullshit. I'm free to do whatever I want in this country. This is the freest nation in the world. Where else would you rather be black? No, don't do it. Don't say Canada. Don't say the UK. Don't say that. That's not a better place to be black. You're out of your fucking mind. You're here. This is it. Best place for black folks on the planet. Best place for anybody on the planet. Why do you think we got all them damn African immigrants here? Are they coming for the racism? No. They're coming for the opportunity. They're coming for the fact that they come here and work hard, and the bounty will be rained upon them. They will have a flash dance moment. When she was in the chair in the water, that's opportunity in America. That's success. You work hard and you will be doused in success. That's why they come here. Fuckers. J954 again. Thank you. I, Justin M., do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Love you, JG. That's right. And right now, we need to focus more on the domestic part. Our enemies are definitely domestic. Our enemies are definitely from within. Definitely. I'm not worried about any other country. Because if we're strong within, fuck China. Who's China? But when we have weak leadership like this, when we have somebody in the Oval Office who has a red Chinese phone in their office waiting to get their orders, yeah, that's when we're in fucking trouble. But if we're strong within, ain't a country in the world can come close. I wish you would. Emerson Bolin, thank you again. Heavy with the Twomskys. So glad to see Mayor Beetlejuice gone. Beetlejuice, 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 Beetlejuice. See, I said it 4 times, so she disappears. You say it 3, come back. Yeah, but what did Chicago do? What did they replace them with? That's like saying, ooh, get rid of that cup of diarrhea and hand me that plate of horse shit. Well, they're both shit. Damn it, Chicago. Monica Foster, thank you. New member. Look at you and your new member self. Am I officially part of the cool club? You damn right. You damn right you are. You're in the coolest of cool clubs. And I appreciate it. Oh, Hollywood. Why don't you just sit down and shut the fuck up? And you guys hear what that Ukrainian cokehead said? That Eastern European junkie, Zelensky? He said that if they don't win the war in Russia, meaning if you don't support us and give us everything we need to fight the war. The other day on my live stream, I talked about that. What are we really giving Ukraine? Everything. It's not just money. It's not just some tanks, and it's not just some missiles. I'm talking uniforms, food, all the supplies you need to fight a war. Like if you just had a Ukrainian soldier standing there in his underwear, America supplies everything else. Helmet, flak jacket, bullets, guns, boots, food, tanks, missiles, vehicles, everything. We supply everything. If you took the Ukrainian soldier out of those clothes and put an American soldier in there, it would be just like every other war. We might as well be fighting them ourselves. We are supplying everything to Ukraine. They don't have shit except a place to launder that money. So he's saying if he doesn't defeat Ukraine, that Russia is then going to attack a NATO nation and it's going to pull America into the war, and our sons and daughters will die just like Ukrainian sons and daughters. Brian McCormick, peace out, man. I'll see you later. See that? Brian says he's going to be on Double Impact tonight. You better be. But he's saying if he doesn't win, then America's going to end up being pulled into that war. So what I don't understand is, let's say we never had this bullshit money laundering situation in Ukraine and Russia never invaded them. That's how it would be anyway. If Russia were to attack a NATO country, we would step in because they're a NATO country. I mean, let's be honest. We are NATO. If you look at who's in NATO and you look at who's finances NATO, it's us. There's countries in there like Latvia. No diss to the Latvians. I just don't think you're bringing a lot to the war effort table. So of course, if Russia attacked a NATO country, we'd fucking be in there. Because we're them. We're NATO. But just because you get your ass whooped, is that going to embolden Russia to attack a NATO country? I don't know. But what if there was another superpower out there that was willing to finance Russia invading other countries? It's almost like there's this big red country somewhere out there that would back Russia, just like we're backing Ukraine, to fight a war or to invade another country. Who would that country be? Who would that country be? You guys hear that? It's us, China. Oh, hey, China. I figured it was you. I figured you would back Russia to do some stupid shit like that. Now, with China's backing, Russia might do that because they got the money now. They got the balls. Russia has the balls and China has the money. That's a bad combo for us. Michael Coulter, he says, as a black man myself, I say fuck the black experience. I could give a rat's ass about the black experience. Exactly. Give me an American experience. That's it. Don't dice me up and put me in these categories. I'm an American citizen. You take taxes from my check just like everybody else, right? I'm one of you. Don't tell me I got a different experience. I had a Christmas tree, Thanksgiving, played sports, went to school, had friends, went to high school and shit. The same experience as everybody else. How the fuck is it different? What does that even mean? African-American experience. Keep that. Take that African-American experience and put it up your stinker. Emerson Bolin, again, man, how many $20 bills do you have? Thank you. Carrying my firearm every day to fend off carjackers. Oh, you live in a free state. You live in a state where you're allowed to carry your gun. Well, you said you're in Illinois. I know Illinois had some bullshit laws come through 2023. Is Illinois easy state to carry in? I don't think it's a constitutional carry state. Was that Indiana? Yeah, where that dude went up in the mall and shot that would-be mass shooter. But I don't think Illinois is an open carry state, is it? Tell me if I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. But every state should be a constitutional carry state. What the fuck you mean? It's in the Constitution, right? I know it's just a fucking hurdle to the government and they want to get rid of it, but I think the Constitution has it covered. Well, actually, citizen, you can't. Well, no, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, Constitution says it. Well, we want it. No, hold on. Constitution says it. Fuck you. Well, the Constitution meant, and they had muskets back. That don't mean shit. The men who wrote the Constitution know time may change, technology may change, people won't. People are deviant, evil, corrupt sons of bitches, no matter the time. Past, present, or future. That's what they knew. And they knew that humans are corruptible, and they knew that the government was corruptible, and if they started acting too stupid, the citizens would need a way to say no. Your gun is a way to tell the government, no, I'm not doing it. You can't make me. I got a fucking gun. What you gonna do? You take that gun away. Where have we seen this? Venezuela, Australia, a bunch of countries. Because you cannot take over an armed population. You'd be a fool. But you disarm that population first. That's called easy pickings. Now you can take your time and formulate a plan and really fuck them up because they have no way to tell you no. That's what they want. Kimberly Anderson, girl, you better get in here and become a member of Green Nation. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, young lady, for joining Green Nation. Trays up. Slide it down, guys. Got another member at the cool kids table. The long ass table. We might have to open the doors in here and have the table extend outside. Shit. Snowman. China can never defeat the USA. I agree. I agree that military to military, nobody could fuck with America. As long as we don't succumb to the woke bullshit. Agreed. But China backing Russia, that could definitely give us some problems. But I think if that happened, I mean, it would have to go nuclear, right? Because China is very well armed and they got a lot of money. We're very well armed. We got a lot of money. So I think if two superpowers like that, it would have to end in a nuclear fashion. Because I just don't see any other way. Two heavyweights, somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to reach 1,300 degrees Fahrenheit in a millisecond. The Ferg, my money is on Jerome Bubbles Bigglesworth to cause Shant's death tonight on Double Impact. Another thing we do on Double Impact is come up with different characters. We do improv. We have a really good time, and it's fucking hilarious. And Shant, I think 3 times last week, he had to turn off his camera because he was laughing too hard. And so he changed his profile picture to his name, Shanthan Jetty, and then the year he was born, the year he died, because he passed away. So shit is hella funny. 3 times last week, he had to turn off his camera. So that tells you everything you need to know about Double Impact. AJ Kitten, what's up? Welcome. Welcome, bienvenue, come on in. So, of course, we should take all of our lessons and information from a coked out drug addict. Well, Jericho, how do you know he's a drug addict? You guys saw the video? I was like, damn, dog. I've seen those kind of movements before. I know what that shit looks like. Somebody's getting that booger sugar. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you know, I don't blame him. Look at all the places he has to be, all the guests he's hosting. Heads of state, celebrities. He's going to this country and that country and the floor of the Senate. I mean, shit, dude. You guys try keeping up that schedule with just some coffee and Red Bulls. You can't. Eventually, you got to see what's up with that powder. And that's what Zelensky did. And then what are you supposed to do? So you're a cokehead, and then you have Bidenus Pervertus and Janet Yellen coming for a surprise visit to Kiev with a kilo under their fucking arm. Come on. Uh-oh. Aaron M., good point. Now Afghanistan has all the equipment to use against us too. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, that's right, Aaron M. You mean when we left $85 billion worth of high-end military equipment? Is that what you're talking about? But Jericho, we just left. All we left were some guns and some helicopters and shit, but we didn't leave any ammunition in them. So hold on, guys. My producer's in my ear. What? We left them the damn ammunition too? Oh, fuck. Night vision. trucks, planes, helicopters. We'd left that for Al-Qaeda, the Al-Qaeda. All right. Sorry, guys. I hate when the producer interrupts. But it turns out we left them bullets too. And we left them everything they need to mount a war against another country. We made them better equipped. Al-Qaeda, it's a group. It's a terrorist group. We made them better armed than most countries. You guys remember the list. 5,000 M16s, 40 million rounds of ammunition, 18 howitzers, 47 Black Hawk helicopters. We left them everything. If Al-Qaeda, if Santa Claus, if the Muslim Santa Claus came to Afghanistan, ho, 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 what do you want for Christmas, Taliban? Al-Qaeda, what do you want? Oh, well, buddy. They write it all down. Whew. Damn, like, you remember back in the day, you look at a Playboy magazine and the centerfold would fold out. That shit fold. Damn, Taliban, Al-Qaeda. That's a lot. This is crazy. I can never give you. What's that? Oh, never mind. I don't have to make it for you. Joe Biden's going to give it to you. He's going to leave it here for you. And doesn't Russia have ties to Afghanistan? You know, the whole war they had not too long ago? Well, what if Putin's willing to go over there and shake hands with whoever the fuck, whatever leader they have that hasn't been droned to death yet? What if they decide to let bygones be bygones? And now you have a terrorist organization who's motivated, who has some help now with $85 billion in high-end U.S. military equipment. Socrates Ken says, I need a Black Hawk. Well, all you got to do is go to Afghanistan. They'll probably give you one. They have so many. Oh, Desiree, that's right. Even the dogs, the war dogs, those Malinois, Dutch Shepherds. Shout out to my boys down there at the National Navy SEAL Museum in Fort Pierce, Florida. Phil, Elaine, Josh, Yoda, all the guys down there, guys and gals down there. Those guys have war dogs. They work with those war dogs. And they did some demonstrations and shit. Those dogs are amazing. You give them a mission and they will carry it out perfectly. Those dogs will die obeying a command. Those dogs are awesome. And for them to be abandoned with a bunch of strangers, I'm hoping some Taliban members got bitten. Andrew Justice, 250 M1 Shit. That's a lot. You know what you can do? You know what kind of damage you could do with 250 M1? Never mind. They're not ours anymore, so who cares? They belong to the Taliban. Kyle Denson, thank you, man. Since Republicans started the reparations idea back with Lincoln, do you think Republicans could use it to steal Black voters from the urban mindset? Boy, Kyle, that is a tall order. You ever been on the pier and there's been like a big ship, a cruise liner, or I remember the JFK, that was the aircraft carrier in our battle group. And I remember it pulled into port before us and we got off work early and we had a chance to go and walk around it. You could go on the aircraft carrier and walk around it. And when you stand on the pier next to it and you look up, you can't even see the top of it. It's so fucking high. That's how tall the order is to combat the urban mindset, as you put it, Kyle. I don't know if that could be done. Now, can Republicans do it? Yeah, but will they? I don't know. They need to get their head out of their ass and realize you have to go after these people. You can't just discount them and say, well, we'll never get them. Because if you do that, then they'll keep voting Democrat. But I think it will take more than reparations, because reparations ain't going to fucking happen. If they didn't do it back when Lincoln was president, it's not going to happen. They missed the boat. They fucked up. But reparations, no, it's too late for that shit. Living in America is a fucking reparation. Affirmative action and all this other shit, those are reparations. I know they just want to check, but that's not the only form that reparations come in. But Republicans, it's going to take more than that. It could be done if they quit fucking around. But I don't think reparations is going to be the way to do it. Now they can get the dumb, ignorant black voter. They can do that with that reparations bullshit. They fall for that hook, line, and sinker. But a black person who's intelligent, who has half a fucking brain, who works for a living and doesn't subscribe to that bullshit, it's going to take more. Meg Arnold, thank you for the $50 super sticker. Thank you, Meg Arnold. Meg Arnold, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, but reparations, man, that ship has sailed. I wish people would give up on that shit. Stop it. What do? Oh, we'll come up with a committee to talk about it. We'll crunch some numbers. That shit, and I don't want it anyway. I don't want it. Strings attached. And you're going to get taxed on it. So wait a minute. You want, San Francisco. They're going to give black folks in San Francisco, they want to give black folks in San Francisco $5 million and forgive all their debt, right? So you want $5 million to pay taxes on. Because if you think they're not going to tax you on that shit, you are crazy. You are nuttier than squirrel shit. You want to pay tax on $5 million? No, thanks. So they give you the $5 million. You can't pay the tax on it. Now they take everything that you own for your taxes that you owe. Nah, I'm cool. Yeah, Dynamite, $5 million for long-term black residents of San Fran shithole. Socrates Ken, I bought this baby cash. Yeah, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I don't want to be taxed on $5 million. I don't got it like that. And in California, nah, that'll break you. They keep that bullshit. If they didn't do it when they freed the slaves, that window is closed. That door is slammed in your face. It's over. But like I said, reparations come in many different forms that black folks have enjoyed in this country. So fuck that bullshit. And the constant drudging up of reparations, that's just further separation. That's further separation of different racial groups, of black folks and everybody else. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop that bullshit. Let it go. Let that shit die so we can move on. Thank you very much. That's all I want to do. Frank Powers says the JFK is docked in Philly now. My son has pics of it. It was awesome, man. Giant. Just standing on the pier, looking at that thing makes you feel insignificant. Makes you feel like a speck of dust. Huge. It's 1,500 feet long. I'm trying to go off memory. 1,500 feet long, like 1,100 feet wide. I remember when we'd be underway and the carrier would pull up alongside us. They have like 8 or 10 Sea-Wiz guns, like 100 aircraft, and 10,000 people. The aircraft carrier is a floating city. They have bowling alleys and cafeterias and movie theaters, laundromats. It's crazy because a carrier could be out to sea indefinitely, especially those nuclear-powered ones. You'd be out to sea for 10 years if you have to. Just bring supplies out to you. So, yeah, it's a city on the water. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. That'd be cool. See the JFK, USS JFK. All right, people. That's it. I got to go watch the Demolition Man to talk about it tonight on Double Impact. Hold on a second. Mark PK. AC 130 will make people stop and send it. Oh, yeah, man. AC 130, no joke. C 130 is those big old cargo planes. We used to have a cadence we sing. Well, when we were in Sea Cadets, no. That was after. So in Navy boot camp, we had a guy who was former Army, and he would sing cadence sometime. sometimes, and sometimes he would sing Army ones. And one of the ones he would sing is C-130 rolling down the strip. 227, that was our division number, is going to take a little trip. Stand up, buckle up, shuffle to the door, jump on out on the count of 4. If my chute don't open wide, I got a reserve by my side. And if that one should fail me too, look out, Earth, because I'm coming through. Man, I love singing cadence. That shit gives me goosebumps. But the AC-130 is an attack C-130. So they basically took that same cargo plane and weaponized it. They got a minigun, or it is a minigun, I guess, but it's like like one of the 30 millimeter Vulcan cannons, like on what the fuck? Why can't I think of it? The Warthog, the tank killer. And they have one of those on there. They got basically a howitzer on there. They got a Bushmaster. They got like 3 or 4 different guns on the side of this thing, and the guns are on one side, so it flies around in a circle. And I mean, it just. If you're down on the ground, that's it. Make your peace with whoever you believe in. Try to get a last phone call into your wife. The A-10, thank you. Try to get a last phone call into your wife and kids, because that AC-130 is going to fuck you up. It was in the first Transformers movie. That scene where they're out in the desert and they call in the AC-130 and it's just orbiting around. Do. Just fucking shit up. If you go on YouTube, check, put in the AC-130. It's over. I remember seeing a documentary on them a long time ago, and they first started using them, I think, in Vietnam. And so and not only do they have guns on them, but they have all kinds of surveillance equipment, infrared, and all this shit. So they would wait until nighttime, and the Viet Cong would wait until nighttime, and then they would try to move under the cover of night. But the C-130s had radars on them and infrared detectors, so they could detect from, I don't know, thousands of feet, 10,000 more, 30,000, or way the fuck up there. From thousands of feet in the sky, they could detect Viet Cong soldier turning on their truck. So when they would detect that, they would know, oh, there they are. I mean, they would just fuck shit up. I'm so glad that we have those. I'm so glad that nobody else does. And I'm so glad that I'm an American citizen that will never have that shit used on them. I mean, those things are crazy. So now I'm going to go look up footage of the AC-130 and listen to New Jack Hustler by Ice-T. Ice-T. So I thank you guys for being here. I thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your comments and your questions. Sorry, I almost lost it. Tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow? Something fucked up, and we'll be right here to talk about it. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.